Hello and welcome back to Bookish. It's Tag Tuesday, and I'm here with another tag. This tag is the Teacher's Tag, created by Dane from Dane Reads. I'll leave a link to his original tag video down below. Being a teacher, this was really fun to think about all the people who I'd want to teach me various subjects. I'm afraid I'm going to expand on Dane's list here just a little bit. He listed one booktuber per topic. Sorry, Dane. I don't think I can live with just one. So the idea here is for every topic that you would have in school, you list a booktuber who you think would be good at teaching you or from whom you'd want to learn about that topic. So the first topic is math. Well, I was a bad math student. Math isn't my thing, so I need a patient, thorough, knowledgeable teacher. So I'm going to choose two. One is Alan Morton from the channel of the same name. I happen to know that Alan was an accountant at one time. I hope that's right, Alan. That Alan was an accountant, and I think that he would be really good at helping me learn math. Also, David Murphy, also that's the name of his channel. David Murphy would be really good at kind of like the finance side of teaching me math, and as I head to my retirement, I could really use somebody who could tell me, when to start tapping into some of my retirement investments and when not to. So that's math. The second subject is science, and I don't think I couldn't think of anybody who would be a better science teacher than the book chemist. I believe he's actually getting an advanced degree in chemistry, so there you go. That seemed like an obvious choice. I'm drawing a blank on the book chemist's name, so I apologize for that. But since math and science were both kind of difficult subjects for me, I would definitely need somebody to help me along, to guide me through those. And so I'm also going to pick Doris from Aldi Books, because Doris is also a teacher, and I really would need a resource to help me with those subjects. So the next subject is English, and there's no way I could pick just one booktuber to teach me English, so I decided that I would just be an English major, and I would take courses in all kinds of different English and literature from different people. So I would choose Steve Donahue to teach me classics. I would take classics from Steve Donahue. The incredibly great booktuber who doesn't make videos on her own but comments on everybody. Her comments are so insightful. Lillian Nieswander, I would take that. I would take modern literature from Lillian. I would also take a course in modern literature from Sonia. Her channel name is An Enthusiastic Reader. I would take a women's literature course from Britta Bowler, of course, a poetry course from Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse, and I would take a course in Victorian literature from Katie at Books and Things. That would give me, I think, 5 courses, which is well on my way to majoring in English literature, which I think if I went back to school now, that's what I would major in. The next topic is history. I am a history teacher, but there are a couple of booktubers I think would be really good at teaching history. I would choose Alba from the channel Seriella. I would want Alba to teach me a course on civil rights history in the United States, with an emphasis on the evolution of Hispanic civil rights, and then a course on the history of Puerto Rico would also be fascinating from Alba. And I would also choose Justin, aka Ghost Reader. His channel is called Ghost Reader. Justin has a real interest in history, and he does some great historical videos. He did a World War I series, which I thought was really great, and World War I is kind of historically my jam. Wow, did I just say that? Getting old rapidly. I'm trying to stay young by using the hip new lingo, which isn't hip or new. I failed. Oh well. So the next course is geography. I would want my geography course to be team taught by these 3 booktubers. Rashmika from Rashmika Likes Books. I would want to know about the geography and culture of South Africa. Cousin from Always Doing, I'd want to hear from her about the geography and culture of Japan. And Elizabeth at Bookish North, I'd want to teach me about the geography and culture of Scandinavia. All 3 of those places are places that I'm kind of fascinated with, and so I would love to be able to learn from all 3 of those women about those countries. The next course is religious studies. For religious studies, I just have one, and that would be Joseph Francis Burton. If you've never watch the Joseph Francis Burden video or never been to his channel, let me encourage you to go over there. And I don't know if if his religious studies videos are still up, but he really does some great in-depth work on religious studies, focusing oftentimes on Christianity and the Bible, but just in-depth discussion of the works, the texts themselves, just kind of really amazing stuff, and fascinating and well worth watching, and it would be great to take that class from him. So the next class is PE. And here in the United States, we call this health in PE, because not only do you do physical exercise, but you also learn about health issues. So I have two teachers here. Todd the librarian, so he could teach me redneck hockey, because that looked like fun. I saw this video from Todd on his outdoors channel, actually, I believe. But I definitely want to learn, I think he called it redneck hockey. I hope I'm not getting their name wrong there, Todd. And then the health part I'd want to be taught by Tilly from Tilly's Shelf. She is actually a healthcare worker and an incredibly caring person who I think would be really good at teaching that class. IT, information technology, two people, Paper Bird, so I could learn all the cool editing stuff that he does in his videos. He doesn't put videos out very often, but his videos are always an event. And then Andrea from Infinite Text, I'd want to learn information technology in a literal sense, like in the librarian sense, about document preservation and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be really interesting. Next course is music. I'm just going to pick Lukash from Totally Pretentious, because I don't think anybody would be better at teaching me classical music or opera and giving me a real appreciation for that than Lukash. Then next is language. For language, I would choose Sean, the Book Maniac, to teach me Japanese, because I believe he works as an English teacher in Japan. Matter of fact, I know that's what he does, and so I think he could teach me Japanese. He's a teacher, he speaks Japanese. That would be good, and it'd be fun to learn from Sean, because I'm sure he'd teach you all the Japanese curse words also. And then Juan, Bookish Islander. If you haven't seen Juan's video in which he talks about all the languages he speaks, I can't remember exactly how many there are, but I want to say there's 6 languages, English being one of the 6 that he speaks, and I think he would be great to learn all those languages or any language from. So I'd choose Juan from Bookish Islander. You should go check out his channel as well. And then I added a class. I took an elective, and that is I'm going to take a film studies class, and again, I'm going to take that class from Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse, who has a real love for the cinema and for movies, and I think that would be a great class to take. Anyway, there you go. That's my Tag Tuesday for today, the teacher tag. And I'm going to tag, and this is my cop-out, my new cop-out is, I'm going to tag everybody that I mentioned, which is a lot of people, to do this tag. It's a really fun tag to think about, and I always enjoy these tags where I get to mention and hopefully draw attention to other booktubers' channels. But I just like to be able to brag on people who I've become friends with through BookTube. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, and as always, thank you for watching.